A major discovery in Ethiopia is causing waves. Scientists have found a 2.8 million-year-old human specimen and are now beginning to contemplate the possibility that human beings first emerged 400,000 years earlier than researchers originally thought. The discovery also points to Africa as the place of birth of the first human. Head of the research team, Professor Brian Vilmore of the University of Nevada, is quoted as saying to BBC News that this is the most important transition in human evolution. He added that the new discovery seems to be the link between the 3.2 million-year-old hominin called Lucy, unearthed in the same area in 1974. President Uhuru Kenyatta is dead serious about his fight against wildlife poaching, and especially preserving the elephants in his country, estimated to be about 30,000. To demonstrate this seriousness, he recently set fire to about 15 tons of elephant ivory. Kenya's action of burning the tusks makes history as the largest consignment to be destroyed in Kenya. At the ceremony in Kenya's Nairobi National Park, President Kenyatta is quoted as saying, "Many of these tusks belong to elephants which were wantonly slaughtered by criminals." The president added that 25 years after the historic banning of the ivory trade, demand from the emerging markets once again threatens Africa's elephants and rhinos. The burning of the ivory was to show that wildlife trophies must be put beyond economic use. We want future generations of Kenyans, Africans, and indeed the entire world to experience the majesty and beauty of these magnificent animals. Poachers and their enablers will not have the last word in Kenya. Now, this huge stack of tusks isn't all that has been seized, and the president has promised that more will be burnt in the course of the year. Poaching and smuggling continue to be a major concern for many countries in East and South Africa, with conservationists warning that elephants could be wiped out in some parts of Africa in the next few years. President Jakaya Kikwete of Tanzania is not a happy man at the moment because of the recent rise in attacks and even killings of albinos in the country. He has vowed to end the killings, saying the wicked acts have brought shame on Tanzania. The president gave a TV address and is quoted as saying, "I'm shocked and saddened at the sudden upsurge in these macabre killings." The Tanzanian Albinism Society had planned a protest march which was halted by the police for security reasons. However, the president has said that he is ready to meet those in the forefront of societies which campaign for the people in order to discuss possible solutions to the killings. Albino people face attacks because of beliefs by evil witch doctors that they bring good luck and wealth. The president reasserted that such beliefs were false and is quoted as saying to the Reuters news agency that it is a false belief that if someone has the body part of a person with albinism, this will bring success in business, fishing and mining activities. This is what has been fueling this ongoing evil. President Kikwete also encouraged albinos not to live in fear, saying that the government would continue in the fight and efforts to end the attacks, which are inhuman and shameful for the country and her image. He's quoted as saying, "I believe with the close cooperation between the government and society, we will succeed in ending these killings of persons with albinism and rid our nation of this shame." Past efforts by the government caused cases to reduce drastically in 2011, but unfortunately the topic has resurfaced, in no small part due to the trial of 4 men accused of killing an albino woman some years ago, and also because as elections approach, many suspect that politicians might seek witch doctors to secure their political fortunes, with these witch doctors in turn seeking albino body parts as part of their rituals. As part of a new wave of efforts, the Tanzanian government has banned witch doctors in the country to prevent further attacks and kidnappings of albinos. Still on the matter goes back to last week's news that Gambia's government has banned gambling in the country. The government says, "The Gambia government will not allow such unethical and exploitative businesses to operate in the Gambia and will now effectively take all actions to prevent the young of the Gambia from becoming a generation of compulsive and addicted gamblers."